What's popping again, y'all, man? It's your boy, coolest dude on YouTube, man. We finna get to some breaking news. Well, I don't know how long it's been, but for me, it's breaking news because, first of all, I love the movie Menace to Society. You know what I mean? But we got the guy that played Ilena's cousin, Samuel Monroe Jr., you know what I'm saying? The one that Kane stomped out, you know what I'm saying, in the movie. Actually, you know what I'm saying, unalived. They saying something about, I guess, we're going to let the story tell it, but I guess faulty doctors, crooked doctors, and you got to be careful with them doctors too, though, especially if you're in the entertainment business, because you can have an appointment and they know you got an appointment. They can have that juice ready for you. You know what I mean? Real talk. Y'all got to watch on the real. We finna see what's up, man, right quick, man. It's like, I like that part. You know what I'm saying, in the movie or whatever. Dog came back, man. He was like, which one of y'all is Kane? You know what I'm saying? He said, you don't know me, partner. You know what I'm saying? Then he said something about, I'm Ilena's cousin. And I don't like the way you've been treating her. And then Kane stomped him out, man. So it's like, you know, he came back, blasted on Kane in the movie. You know what I mean? But then in real life, in 4K, you know what I'm saying? It took a turn for the worse, man. So prayers to his family. You know what I'm saying? Love his character in the movie. We finna just get right to it, man, and let them tell the story. I ain't gonna say nothing. Holler at your boy. Like, share, subscribe, baby.
I've been doing this for a long time. I covered tragedy, I covered death, I covered situations that made me sit back from my camera and have to collect myself before I could continue. But what I'm about to tell you about Samuel Monroe Jr., who played in Menace to Society, is the most devastating, most heartbreaking, and most enraging story I have shared on this channel in a very long time. Because this is not just a story about a man getting sick. This is a story about a man being failed by the medical system, failed by the people who were supposed to protect him, and failed by a world that forgot he existed the moment he was no longer useful to it. And I need you to understand, some of what I'm about to tell you came directly to me. His wife reached out to me and shared details that have not been reported anywhere else. This is exclusive. This is real, and it needs to be heard. Let's start at the beginning. Samuel Monroe Jr. developed meningitis. For those who don't know, meningitis is an inflammation of the membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord. It can be bacterial or viral, and in most severe forms, it is a medical emergency. It can kill you. It can destroy you. It requires immediate and aggressive medical intervention. Samuel Monroe Jr. was misdiagnosed. For 18 months, a year and a half, he was walking around with meningitis that was not being properly treated. 18 months of his body fighting a battle that people who were supposed to help him didn't even know he was in. 18 months of damage accumulating, spreading, compounding. By the time the correct diagnosis came, the disease had already done things to him that could not be undone. And then it got worse. He suffered a heart attack. His body, already weakened by 18 months of untreated meningitis, gave out in the most terrifying way a body can give out. He went into cardiac arrest, and a decision was made to place him in a medically induced coma. The kind of intervention you only make when the alternative is death on the table. In that coma, he lost 70 pounds. 70. If you can picture a man you may have seen on screen, a man with a presence and physicality, reduced by 70 pounds while lying in a hospital bed, unconscious, fighting for his life. That's what happened. Then came MRSA pneumonia. MRSA is a bacteria that is resistant to most antibiotics. It's one of the most feared hospital-acquired infections in medicine because once it takes hold, it's extremely difficult to stop. Combined with pneumonia, it becomes a catastrophic attack on the lungs, the immune system, and the entire body. Samuel Monroe Jr. was fighting meningitis, recovering from a heart attack, working from a medically induced coma, and now battling MRSA pneumonia simultaneously. And then the rehabilitation clinic, the place that was supposed to help him recover, stopped feeding him, stopped giving him adequate fluids. A man who was already fighting for his life was being neglected by the very institution that had a legal and moral obligation to care for him. This is not a minor oversight. This is a failure of care that could constitute criminal negligence. And it needs to be said plainly. Someone allowed this man to deteriorate under their watch. Now what's up, peeps? If you ever wish payday came a lot sooner, then this thing here might actually help. Now one of the most useful features lets you access up to $750 of your paycheck early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, the bill card, and more. Paycheck advance is my favorite, but if you're focused on building credit or just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything, y'all, in just one app. I actually like the app myself, which is why I partner with them. And right now they're giving $75 away to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. Now, if you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter your information, and order your current card. Now, after you complete those steps, you will be eligible for $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. Super simple. You just go into your banking app, get your checking and routing number, put that thing in Current, and boom, you finna get your bread. So it's important, guys, make sure you complete the full sign up so you do not miss out on this opportunity. Now, if you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Helping people like you stay more on top of your finances. The meningitis left untreated for so long had done damage to his brain. Now, this is a man who gave a performance in one of the most important films in Black cinematic history. His wife, who has been by his side through all of it, who has been his advocate and his voice when he can no longer speak for himself, reached out to me directly because she needed the world to know. Because she has been carrying this alone and it was too heavy. And what she shared with us went beyond the medical nightmare. While Samuel was in the hospital unconscious on life support, fighting for his life, someone kidnapped him from the facility. I need you to understand what I just said. Someone removed him from the hospital without authorization. And while he was gone, or in the chaos of that incident, his credit cards were stolen, his car was stolen, his phone was stolen. His wife tracked down the thieves herself. She went looking, she found them, and she confronted them. And they returned some of the items. Only some, and his car was found back in the same parking lot. So while her husband is on life support, while she is navigating insurance battles and medical decisions and round-the-clock hospital vigils, this woman also had to become a detective, had to track down criminals who preyed on her unconscious husband, had to fight for his belongings at the same time she was fighting for his life. Now sadly, Samuel Monroe Jr., he passed away following his severe battles with meningitis, according to his family. His mother, Joyce Patton, shared that he passed at a hospital on Wednesday evening around 10:24 p.m. She publicly honored his memory, asking for prayers for their family and his 3 children during this very difficult time. Now, as I mentioned, Sam was hospitalized in April, dealing with severe meningitis, MRSA, pneumonia, and additional critical medical complications, and he endured multiple heart attacks, strokes, and seizures. Having stayed close with Sam's wife throughout this hospital stay, we definitely want to extend our deepest condolences from the Lionel B. Show. May Samuel Monroe Jr. rest in peace. If you or your child spent years growing up on social media and experienced serious mental health struggles, you should hear this. Recently, a judge ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image issues, but did not share those risks while prioritizing profits. The recent historic verdict underscores the consequences of those decisions. Now, Morgan & Morgan is stepping up to hold these platforms accountable for the harm they cause. Click the link in my bio to take a short quiz. You may be entitled to a potential recovery of over $1,000. Can't get enough?
All right, y'all. That was Lionel B. Show. So y'all can go to his show and check him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe to his page just as well. And it's like, that's sad, man, just to hear that one of your favorite stars or, you know, somebody you liked within a movie or whatever passed on, man. So unalived right now or whatever. So it's like, that's sad for the family. My prayer goes out, my condolences. And you know, I'm a Menace to Society fan. You know what I mean? And hey, everybody better just like, you know, stay prayed up, continue to live your life right, continue to love folks. Don't be shitty to people. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll work out for you a little bit longer. Eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that's the best I can say, man. We up out of here, man. Peace to his family, man. We up out of here. Coolest dude on YouTube. All love, baby. Let's get it.